Hello, this is not a spring chicken. You know, sometimes we're inside and I'm in a bikini and you might think it looks a little bit strange, but why would I be inside wearing a bikini? It's because it's too cold outside to wear one. Wouldn't that be obvious? And the bikinis? Well, would you rather see me in a bikini or in lots of clothes? But for now, we'll bring Oldecam on for comments on the headlines out today.
I actually have many of these shirts. We're going to explain it very simply. When we go to events, everybody gives us t-shirts in extra large, and guess which one of us is only extra large?
Well, that's why you have multiples of different ones.
I also have more of these hats. These hats are also only in extra large. So
you just wear those. I like all the other trendy, funky ones.
Actually, I don't like to wear the white as much as others, but I have to wear them because they're sitting on a pile when I get to them. But the problem is the whites get dirty really easily, and I have to bleach these things out.
And actually, that is by a company called Thinker Clothing.
Yeah,
which,
right.
Yep.
So,
I like that one.
they did some gifting suite, wasn't it?
Yep.
So.
Minnesota High Court rejects Franken's Senate request.
Yeah, that's the same court that basically every time Franken bends over, they give him votes, but they simply, there are laws, constitutional laws, and if the court violates the Constitution of the state, then Coleman can go against the court and say the court basically has been violating its assigned rules. So the court said, the law specifically, the governor of the state must certify Mr. Franken.
Obama says every voice must be heard on health reform.
Yeah, as long as you're the voice you want to hear.
Critics say Obama's focus group approach, more style than substance.
Everybody in there agrees. Okay, I saw a thing done yesterday. One of the nighttime comic things, late night things, off the network, did a thing of, this is Mr. Obama's focus group. This is the greatest president in our history of our nation. I think that Mr. Obama is here during this time of crisis. It's a good thing that Mr. Obama is our president at this time of crisis. God gave us Mr. Obama to solve this crisis.
That's just a meeting of yes people.
Those are the focus groups.
That's not a focus group. Come on. I mean, the only focus that you're focusing on is
yes men. These guys would be great on Madison Avenue.
Well, you know, I mean, everything's fine, and who's going to tell the emperor he has no clothes on?
That's right.
Asian markets resume downward slide on concerns about Obama's spending.
I know. The whole world is collapsing on concerns of Mr. Obama. He is now, I think they said he has spent more money than in one fell swoop than all the presidents in the history of the United States with all the wars combined now.
What?
They said it bounced. They said with interest, I think it's $25 trillion now.
What? Oh my God.
Well, because he keeps, there's health care now added to it, there's more bank bailouts added to it.
And they're planning on adding more.
And they're adding more.
You know, part of it is you get so frustrated with this, and I heard one of the liberals saying, well, you know, what we were doing wasn't working before, so.
I know. This morning I heard a businessman who's an Obama supporter say that we have to make the effort even if it doesn't work and it ends up costing us in the long run.
No, actually, when you know that you're going off the cliff.
Yeah, okay.
You know when there's a cliff that you don't jump off of it.
Yeah, they're, go
Oh,
back.
maybe some people do anyway.
I know the Smothers brothers. They asked Tommy Smothers, he said, if you had to do it all over again and work at CBS, would you do it? And he said, no, I've walked off the bridge once. That's enough for me. Mm-hmm.
GM auditors raise doubt on automakers' viability.
Yeah, they're going to declare bankruptcy, and the unions are fighting it tooth and nail because they said that most of the money that was got by GM and Chrysler went to fund union benefits.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't we talk about that happening?
Yeah, we get some really nice things from union people. You know, die. You know, we don't make $60 an hour no matter what you say. Well, it's got to do when you work for a business. It has to do with the whole package. This is how they get people in business to come work for you. It's the benefit package. If you don't have a good benefit package with the salary, you don't come to work for them.
Secretary Clinton to invite Iran to conference on Afghanistan.
Yeah, we're going to turn over the problem of the Muslims in Afghanistan and Pakistan to the Iranians who are supplying weapons to them.
Well, you know, they're just about close enough to give the keys to the White House.
Yeah. Well, he is going, this morning they said Mr. Obama is probably going to go to Syria, Damascus to make the speech to unite the United States with the Muslim world. And I'm assuming at that speech he's going to say that, I would make a wild guess, he's going to say that we are going to pull our troops out at a faster rate than I originally said. And that the Iranians and the Syrians have simply decided that they will step in to fill the vacuum when we leave, to protect the people.
Treasury's choice for deputy withdraws, cites personal reasons.
Got tax problems.
You know, that seems to be pretty prevalent in the
As
Treasury.
they said, 19 people in the Treasury Department that were on the list to be vetted all have tax problems. As most, they said the way it works is Democrats write tax rules, but they're for everybody else.
Well, no wonder why we're having tax problems.
They don't pay their taxes.
I mean,
and the one guy said alone.
Forget all that other stuff. Just get them to pay taxes.
No, this is one of the funnies that I did hear from one of the Ann Coulter, who's really a loony. She said, all I have to do is to wear one of my low-cut tops, walk by all the Democrats like this and ask for donations, you know, and for those that haven't paid their taxes, and the national debt will be over in a week.
Well, and even Jay Leno was saying, well, just keep appointing them one by one and we'll get all the taxes paid.
Yeah. I mean
this is ridiculous. Troubled marriage is hard on female hearts, study says.
It's hard on everybody. I mean, have you ever seen so many, okay, females don't tend to do as many stupid things as guys do when guys have broken hearts.
Really?
Anybody hear the French Foreign Legion?
Yeah.
A lot of men went and joined the Foreign Legion because they had broken hearts. That's why they were so mean SOBs.
Really?
Yeah.
NASA spacecraft Kepler will hunt for Earth-like planets.
Yeah, because that's going to be where we're going to send the greedy elite to. It's going to be, anybody remember Botany Bay? That became Australia. That's where the British government sent everybody. That they tended to be, most of the people that got sent there weren't petty criminals. They were business people.
Oh, well, I guess we're, getting ready again. Vice President Joe Biden pressed the White House agenda for a new labor bill Thursday.
Yeah. That's that closed meeting that he had that they didn't want anybody to discuss.
Oh, yeah, then they invited the press and then they couldn't talk.
Yeah.
GOP fights back over criticism of Limbaugh.
Yeah, basically it's asinine. I mean, you got people, who is the true voice of the GOP? Is it Steele or is it Limbaugh? No, Mr. Steele is the voice of the Republican National Committee. And Limbaugh is the voice of the religious right. The party has no representative at the moment. Which even, Huckabee said, that's our problem. We are totally adrift, whereas the Democratic Party has Mr. Obama, they have Pelosi, they have Reid, and they have the Clintons.
I know.
They speak for the Democratic Party in one voice.
Obama pours money into discredited programs.
Yeah, it's called pork projects.
California Supreme Court waives same-sex marriage ban.
And they have said that they think the court will have to support it because the court wrote the bloody paragraph.
Well,
since they wrote it, they can't really say it was unconstitutional. And how can you say it's unconstitutional for people to obey the Constitution?
Good point. FDIC warns U.S. bank deposit insurance fund could tank.
That's why you're going to be paying more to your bank in fees.
I know. Obama safety net, the teleprompter.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Obama cannot do anything off script. An example is the other day when he said that there's a bankruptcy every 30 seconds due to health care. That was like a page. There was a different page between what he started to say and what he finished up, and it made him look foolish.
AP interview. Gorbachev criticizes Putin's party.
Yeah, because they're basically turning the country back to communism.
Bad. Cook County Sheriff sues Craigslist over sex ads.
Well, they said they can't do, basically what it amounts to, and they're violating the Constitution of the United States because this is material that was written somewhere else and is in their state, and they're saying it's unconstitutional. It's illegal for that to be seen in their state. Well, they have no control of where it's seen.
No, they don't, because it's the internet. A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
If you give a key to the candy store, that kid is always going to overeat.